Alright guys, I'm going to leave a link below this video. You can find out more specifications. What I'm going to try to do today using this thermometer is give you some idea of how much or what cooling you can effectively get with this little portable air cooler that I'm taking a look at. So real quickly, it comes with a little instruction manual. They included this little sort of an eyedropper, and I guess it's like little teddy bear type ice cube tray. This is the box that it comes in, and has the power cord included with it. Just a barrel style connector here on the back. Plug that in. It has a green indicator on the actual unit. On the top it flashes red whenever it's plugged in. You have a tray here that slides out that you can fill water and ice, and then you just lock that in place with the lock button there. Your intake here, your exhaust where it's going to blow out. This is adjustable, so you can kind of move that to position it how you want. And this is supposed to be a drip tray, so any condensation water that accumulates will drip down into this. There are rubber feet on the bottom, so hopefully, or sort of foam feet, but hopefully that'll keep from scratching the desk. Also help to keep it from moving around too much. And you have your power button. This is the 3 different speed adjustments, water level, water indicator rather, and then this is the cooling button, refrigerant button. So I turn this on. That gives you a little bit of an idea of what it sounds like. So, to give you a little bit of an idea of the force of the air that's blowing out, it's not very, very forceful, but it does move some air, and it's, again, intended to be a personal air conditioning unit, so it's not going to do an entire room, but it will hopefully, ideally cool you down directly if you're in front of it within a few feet, because you don't want to be more than a few feet away. So if I hold this in front of the fan, let's say, I don't know, right about there, you can see it's pushing it just a little. So you can see it, well, hopefully you can see that it's moving the paper a little bit. So it's not really all that forceful. It's a little bit loud, so it may or may not work well for you. But we'll try to use this to gauge, hopefully keeping it relatively the same distance. So right now, no water, just fan. And let's turn on the laser. Try to get it about the same point. And it is 68 degrees. It's bouncing between 67 and 68. And it's bouncing between 67 and 68 a lot faster, but it's also staying longer on 67 at the highest. So we've got a 1 degree maybe difference between low and high, and that's just purely with air. So now what I want to do is I want to put water in this and see how much of a difference that makes. So I'm going to unlock this, slide it out. And just for the sake of being on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the power. I'm going to try to add a little water to this, hopefully without making a mess. And it talks about how much to fill it in the actual instructions, so I'm not going to fill it completely full. lock that back into place. Now that was just regular tap water out of the sink. I didn't really let it run or anything. I didn't go for hot, cold. Specifically, I just kind of did a quick fill. That way, I'm not trying to overly bias one way or the other. So let's turn it on and give it a few seconds to run. Feels pretty cool. I guess we hit this refrigeration button. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a mist coming out now. So I imagine it's going to be colder. Yeah, it's 66, 64. Go medium. 63. And high. So it's getting down, aiming at the same spot, using the laser and pinpointing the same location. Seeing it get down to 62, 63. So somewhere around 6 degrees potentially difference. So not bad, I guess. It actually did get cooler. And I don't know how well it showed up for you, but there was this like constant mist. It is not leaving water all over the table. It's actually, it appears to be completely dry. So that's good. I'm assuming over time, depending upon the temperature in the room, that condensation would occur and it would start to accumulate. There's a little bit of moisture on these vents, so having this drip tray to catch the water is going to be a good idea. So you'll definitely want that to be down. Alright, so I'm going to stop the camera because I'm going to have to take this water, I'm going to go empty it, and I'm going to go, I got to go quite far to get some ice. So I'm going to get some ice and fill this with some ice and see if that makes any difference. And then I'll come back and we'll see if it makes any difference at all with the ice. I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got ice in this. Try to get it about lined up, similar, and see what the temperature is on this. Alright. So we have ice in it now. I guess it may take a while for the ice to actually kind of start to melt, but it might work better with ice and water. But you may be limited with ice placement because the opening isn't really massive. It's kind of a narrow space. So what ice cubes you can get into that may pose a bit of a problem. But I think that an ice-water combination is probably going to be the absolute best option. So we're sitting at about 65. It's pretty constant. $65, $64. Still $65, $64. So it kind of bounces in that area. I really think the water-ice combination will be good. So let's see what happens when we do that. Be right back once again. Alright, we're back. So now I have ice and water. Again, it may depend on how long you let it sit, because it may have to start melting a little bit before it becomes more effective, but I don't know. We'll see. So, turn this on. So 61, 62, dropped another degree. See if I can kind of get this stable. Yeah, 60. Turn it up on medium. So we're hitting 60, 61. Locked pretty good on 60 now. It's just sitting there. Let's hit the highest level. Get it straight on. 59. It actually feels quite cool. It definitely feels cool to me. I mean, it feels cooler than it is in this room. So from 68 down to 59, that's actually quite cold on my hand. So yeah, it actually does work, and it does make a difference. I mean, I'm feeling a significant difference in air. Not talking about a massive difference as far as what I'm able to, accomplish at this point. I don't know the exact temperature in this room, but it's very comfortable in here. I'd say it's in the 60s, I imagine. So yeah, it's not the quietest fan, and it does seem to work as I'd expect in terms of the controls. So yeah, it's not bad. It definitely cooled down the area. I can feel it colder on the table a little bit in this area just because it did make the air a little bit cooler, and it does have that sort of mist, that water vapor that is being emitted from that center area. And I don't know how well it shows up for you, but you have that here. The fan is back here, and the misting piece is in the front or near the front, so you shouldn't have to worry about the fan itself getting wet. But again, I don't know if you can see the mist that's coming out or not. I can certainly see it. So anyway, that's just hopefully a quick demonstration. It made my hands cold, but this little temperature laser type deal, it shows a difference. So it does work. I don't know how long that will hold up, how long it'll work, and I don't know what your results will be, if you'll get much better or much worse. But almost a 10-degree difference, not bad. Yeah. So there you go. Hopefully that's helpful. You can check out the link below, find out more information. Thanks for watching.